really dark. I guess because of the clouds. You know, it's extra dark, so you can't see anything. It's usually you can see some stars or something out here. So I don't know how good of an idea this was to try to do this live, not being able to see anything out here. You know, and I say that our light is pretty much the brightest thing. You know, some other lights from the city of Dallas down there, but technically, you know, this is it. So we're gonna try to stick it out tonight. The tent is ready, of course. You know, Katrina is getting it warm in there. We have a heater, so it's not like we're. Oh, that's my steak. It's not like we're doing primitive camping, but as y'all can see, it is completely dark out here. So I'm gonna go in the tent in a little bit. Looks like somebody's coming down the road. So we're not the only ones who's trying this, sticking it out with this weather. I actually think it's not as bad as they said it was gonna be, but you know, I'm not sure who this could be, but they look pretty familiar with the place. Oh, I think that's our friend. She stays in her car, so it's probably her going back home or to her camp spot. I'm just so surprised about how dark it is out here. And I know usually I go early, so I might just come back on tomorrow because most of y'all are already in bed. So I try to come on. I know most of the people that subscribe to my channel or follow me, many of y'all come on at about 10 minutes and y'all come on about 6 p.m. So I'm just trying to see who's up, who's going live with me. The rain is starting to come. My hands are freezing. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for coming out. This is how dark it is out here. And you know, it's cold. It doesn't have sleet like they said it would yet. Hey Zach, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm out here. We're camping, full-time campers. You can't really see our tent in this darkness, but we're gonna kick it out tonight. Hey Zach, thanks for joining. I really appreciate you. Yeah, it's cold, but I wish y'all could see. Let me see if I could turn on some light. Let me see if my truck light. Hey Lorenzo, trying to show y'all our little setup for our tent. It's gonna be cold tonight, but we're gonna stick it out. So yeah, I think y'all can see that. So that's what our tent looks like. All right, Zach, good night. Hey Bella, how you doing? We're gonna stick it out tonight. It's gonna be pretty much freezing there. Seeing a lot of people to move inside, but we are moving inside our tent. We've been out here staying in tents for like 3 years now, and you know, I wouldn't trade this right now. I wouldn't trade this for the world. You know, we've been out here when it was really snowing. Yeah, that's a tent right here. We have probably that's an 8-person tent, but to kind of keep it from getting too cold in there with all that space, what we do is there's a divider that we put up, and with that divider, it helps keep at least our side pretty cool. I mean, pretty warm, not cool. But yeah, we've been out here. We've been out here in the tent for 3 years. We decided to leave pretty much all the apartment life in Dallas alone, and enjoy. So we're out here at Cedar Hill State Park, and as you can see, it gets pretty dark out here. This is pretty much the darkest I've seen in a while, because I think it's all the clouds from this supposed sleet and storm that's will be coming. They've been kind of warning everybody to leave, but you know, we've been doing it this long, 3 years. I think we can stick it out a little bit longer. My son got his little setup here in his van. I can't see any of that, but he got a little Aerostar van, and he got his cot in there, and we all just wanted something different. Yeah, I work for the state park, so it's a lot easier for me. My office is here on this property. I cover pretty much the entire state of Texas with the program, and so this is just really a great opportunity for me to live where I work. And so, but this is a pretty nice sized tent. Hey, thank y'all for joining. Just giving y'all a rundown of this camp life. You know, they was giving a lot of warnings to get out, but as y'all can see, it's not that bad. When it does get bad, I'm gonna go live again and keep y'all updated and show you this life is not bad. Like I said, I've been sticking it out, me and my wife, for 3 years, and then my son joined us this is probably a year and a half for him, and I think we're gonna stick it out. You know, of course, I had the opportunity to grab a house, everything, but every time, I'm so used to this park now, every time I even think about it, you know, I get anxiety wanting to leave nature. This is home for me now. And maybe not this park, because this is a state park, but if I had my choice. Hey, Eclipse. Okay, but yeah. If I had a choice, this would be regular life. Hey, good evening. Yeah, just out here showing everybody a tent set up. I'm gonna go inside in a minute. It is starting to get a little bit cold out here to show y'all a tent, but it's not glamping, but once again, it's not primitive either. We do have power with these sites for state parks. Some of them, let me see if I can put my light on. It's so dark out here. Some of the sites have power, then you have your own water. You know, so that's the water, that's the power over there. But yeah, do a backlight. You know, I'm kind of old-fashioned here. How do I do a backlight? I got to figure this stuff out. I'm kind of still new to YouTube. My channel been up a while, but I just really got serious because I want to show people in urban areas that you can still camp. There's a place for you to restore yourself, rejuvenate, you know. But yeah, so this is our area where we can have a picnic area. Last night with the grandkids was here. I did some grilling. I did to start getting dark, and the coyotes don't bother anybody. But when I started hearing all that noise, it was time for me to retreat inside. So yeah, so I just want to give y'all a nice little idea of what we do. Let me see if my wife got it ready in there. Sound like she in there cooking. Oh, she making hot chocolate. Okay, I'll see that. I see how she doing it. So you dressed in there. We got some people finna come on with us.
Oh, we got people coming.
We got stuff all jammed in here, y'all. So, but I put this tarp up. So yeah, it's nice and warm in here. What the heck are you doing? Huh? You got no clothes on or something? Oh,
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. You was holding up this hanger. I didn't know what the freak you was doing.
It attaches to the wall.
Oh, okay. You scared me there for a second. Like, we want to welcome them in, but, huh? Your shoes what? But y'all, it's nice and toasty in here. A lot of people was checking on to see if we was gonna be all right. But with this divider I was telling you all about, that helps keep the heat on that one side. So this side here usually will get cool. But yeah, we're nice and toasty. And so we have a nice bed. Huh? I don't understand what you're saying. Oh. Here you go, guys. Imagine, you really get to know each other when you're in a tent. There's no extra room you can go to. If you get upset with each other, guess what? You're in the same place. And so, yeah, this is I guess it's in like MTV homes. You can see we got the bed there, got the heater. There's no air coming in here. There's no water coming in here. As you can hear the rain on the outside. So tomorrow I'm hoping to give y'all some better footage of what's going on. We would have liked to do some other things to it, like put down padding on the floor. We would like to put something up under here just in case the water does get thick. It's not coming inside. Those things we'll do another time. Thank y'all for the love. We appreciate y'all. But this is it. As you can see, I don't have any. I'm a city guy that we've came out here. So you see, I don't have the camouflage jackets and all that other stuff. I would love to have it. Maybe at some point when the channel start growing, I'll get all those things. But I just letting people know that how close urban life to camp life to wildlife. This is probably 10 to 15 minutes from the city of Dallas. Like literally 10 to 15 minutes from the city of Dallas. You can come out here and get some peace, even if it's for a weekend. If you're in the Cedar Hill area, just holler at me. This is where the wind is kind of blowing. Just tell them at the front gate, after you pay to get in, that is. I think it's $7 per person in the car. But when you come in, tell them to tell you where my office is. And just come back and I'll show you around the park and give you an idea what it's like to live, pretty free. We got, like I say, as you see, we got lights. Let me show you the light we got. We got lights. We got a heater in here. Sometimes my wife have it so hot in here, I have to go outside and freeze a little bit to get myself together. We have, we're not that far from Walmart, so if we had to get something to eat, gas, all that type of stuff, it's not too far, so you can enjoy camp life without going too far. Like, we're not up in the mountains, all that. And I have been to Davis Mountains. I've been with state parks for like maybe 16, 17 months, and I've already been to like 36 state parks. So I've seen all the good ones. Paladura Canyon, I've seen Davis Mountains, I've seen Balmoral, I've been to McKinney Falls. I've been so many places. That's why I love this job. And what's my favorite restaurant? I'm not even gonna lie to you. Trina, what's that restaurant I like? Razoo's. Yeah. I still got my mom's side of the family from Louisiana. My dad's side of the family is out of the Bahamas and South Florida. So I'm still a seafood guy. How about you? Rizzo, what you like to eat? And are you a camper as well?
Turn on the heating blanket.
No, you turn on the heating blanket. I can't wait for some of the people, our friends, to see this because they thought we was gonna be out here freezing.
Oh no, it's pretty warm in here.
Yeah, we
have a heating blanket, electric. We have a large heater, all from Walmart. So
yeah, Walmart. Shout out to Walmart.
Yeah, the tents from Walmart.
You know what? Raising Cane's. If I go there, just give me that extra sauce.
Oh goodness.
I'll get those finger chicken fingers, fries, but mainly I can make the chicken fingers and fries myself. But it's that sauce that does it. Man.
You or me?
No, Lorenzo said he loved Raising Cane's.
No, I'm saying making the chicken fingers.
No, I'm saying I could, whoever made the chicken fingers, since we got to be specific. Um, man, that Raising Cane sauce does it for me. That's like, I could drink that by itself. I go to Chick-fil-A for the Chick-fil-A sauce. And I go to, and the waffle fries, but I go to Raising Cane's for that bread and that sauce all day, hands down. So we do have another Raising Cane's. Yeah, I think, of course, my favorite would be Razoo's, but if I had a top 10, believe me, Raising Cane's would be on there. So we do have that in common. But have you been camping? Or do you like camping? Or are you one of the, what they call glampers? Come out. For my son, I call him a glamper. That sucker got, he had, at one point he had his video game.
Nintendo TV.
He had all his TV. Right now, he got his van a little gutted out.
He has a refrigerator.
You don't do glamping. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do the real thing. Yeah, we out here. I guess some people will call this glamping because we got a light and a heater. But on some of the cold nights when we're covered, our tent is completely covered with snow. The heater does justice, but we still got to go outside and walk to the bathroom. We still stuck out here when the lightning storms came. We had a lightning storm one time. It was so bad that we know it hit next door. I have never heard a sound that scary. And I was filming like I am now, and we were so close that it actually did something to my camera. I'm gonna find that and I will post that. But it actually like paused. It paused my camera. So that had to have been really close. But if you ever decide camp, it's a lot easier. It's not as daunting as people think it is. This tent is really easy to put together. So I'm not gonna blow y'all mind up with my own story. This tent is real easy to put together. We brought a lot of stuff from outside, so it's a little junky and cramped in here because we had to get ready for this storm. But this goes up pretty fast. I would say, what, 10 to 15 minutes? 10 minutes, you can have this.
Yep, you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, this is an 8-person one. The smaller one,
10.
Oh, it's a 10-person one. The smaller one, you can actually do in like 5 minutes. So it's not like putting the poles together and all that other stuff back in the days, what I hate. I can do it, but that's not for me.
And this is called a pop-up.
Yeah, this is a pop-up. You got air mattress where, if you're not primitive and you're out here with power, most of these air mattresses come with the internal pump. So you basically plugging it up, turning the switch there, and it pumps up for you. And check this out, y'all. They actually have tents that are air tents that pump up for you as well. So I can tell you, for a guy who lived in Dallas in two of the most worst neighborhoods in Dallas, and it wasn't long periods of time, but I've stayed in those neighborhoods before, and I can promise you, I wouldn't trade that for this. I've seen people taken out of here, not here, the park, I'm talking about this planet, in those. Okay, what happened to the light?
That was me.
She done put too much going on, y'all. I'm sitting here doing all this talking, and now she blew the power out. So, this is something y'all had to see.
Yep.
So I have to go outside to the power box because she got too much stuff running. Now that's one thing you have to deal with. Sometimes you have too much stuff running at one time, and these power boxes, which should be rated. How do you think about camping? I love it. We've been doing this for 3 years. You telling me to hurry? Girl, you can turn out the power. I gotta go outside, y'all, so y'all come with me. Yeah, as a guy who's been on both sides, if you read my description, I used to be a officer, but then on the other side, I ran into a situation when I wasn't an officer no more. And this is giving me peace. I spent a short stint in the Marine Corps, and like once I say again, it's really dark out here, y'all. I gotta go ahead and turn this thing on. My favorite movie series, I don't know. I could say it started off probably with The Matrix, and then, I know I'm 53, y'all, but can't lie, I'm a Harry Potter fan, so I've watched all of those. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. I'm a Star Wars fan. Not really a Trekkie, but if I had to, I can do that as well. Right here, you just come to the box when your power go out. You just come to the box here and turn it back on, and voila, you're back. Um, yeah. I can do all the Hogwarts, and I can do all of that. Yeah, I want pictures on my wall that's moving because of that move. And I see some people got those now where you can have like all this stuff happening, but shoot, you know. But I think out of all of them, what had me the longest was the whole, Star Wars series and I say Lord of the Rings series. Those are really, if I could say, those would be my favorite. After Matrix 1, yeah, I read it. I'll do that too. After Matrix, the first Matrix, it started getting pretty bad. Graphic. They was worried more about the graphics than storyline. But also, let me say, Underworld. I was stuck on that series too. Yeah. I'm 54, but I have to say this too. I was stuck on what you call it, the one where Prince Caspian. Who's my favorite character? And Harry Potter. I mean, when Harry Potter started getting into the older ages, when he started to fight Voldemort, I started becoming a Harry Potter fan. His uncle, what was his uncle name? God dog. His uncle, not the one with the shorter hair, but the one with the longer hair. Can't think of his name right now. Not Cyrus. I can't think of his uncle name right now. But when I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was the young man who was part of Slytherin. I can't think of names right now. Who is your favorite? Because I can sit down with my grandkids and I can watch a whole series of Harry Potter. Is there a way you can hand me my charger because my phone keeps pausing because of the battery? Yeah, but who's your favorite? I'm getting my movies mixed up so much. I'm sitting here talking in my mind thinking about Gandalf, but I know that Gandalf is Lord of the Rings. Yeah, his uncles. Yeah. Okay, which one?
Georgia.
Oh, thank you. Can't think of his name. Which one was the one who was a little bit wilder, more wild? Let me see. I think. Yeah, I think. It was Sirius Black. That's what I was thinking of. I think his name was Sirius Black. That's the uncle I was thinking about. Did I break my? Oh, I took the case off the back. I'm gonna say, did my phone just get broke? But yeah, that's who I was a fan of, and who else was that? Because I love his active. Was it Professor Snipes? I think his name was. I love the way he acts. I think he overacts. Well, he's past now, but I think I was a fan of his from the first time he played in Die Hard as the leader of the bad guys in the first Die Hard. That's how long I've been a fan of his, what I consider Nicolas Cage type acting. I think Nicolas Cage overdoes it. I think Tommy Lee Jones, not Tommy Lee Jones, Tommy John. Yeah, I think I can't. No, Tom he played in all of the U.S. Marshal movies as the leader of the thing. That's it's Jamie Lee Curtis, not no Tommy Lee Curtis. You created a new actor.
Hey, you know what?
That girl say Tommy Lee
I was
Curtis, y'all.
close. I was close.
But yeah, y'all, do me a favor, y'all. I love to keep talking to y'all. Just if you can, subscribe and like it. I would love to.
Share.
Yeah, like my granddaughter say, like, subscribe, and share. I love to talk to you all the time. Maybe Lorenzo, we can talk about movies and maybe have a movie night now because I love to. I know with my kids, my daughters, which is weird. We talk a lot about Marvel and DC movies. Of course, they're Marvel, so they be trying to come over here and tell me about characters and their power levels, and I have to shut them down every time. Because of course, nobody can beat World Breaker Hulk if you ask me. And so, I have a lot of time on my hands, y'all, out here in this camp, so I can think about a lot of stuff. But yeah. If you get a chance, join me each week, y'all. Like and subscribe. I'm going to be out here giving tips on camping. With my job, I cover all of our 90 state parks here in Texas, and so someday you might see me in Palador, or you might see me swimming in Balmoral or Devil's River. I want to go back. I just came from Fredericksburg, so I finally got a chance to see. I finally got a chance to see Enchanted Rock. I've been to see the bats at that place. I can't think of the name, but y'all excuse me. When I got past 50, the juice in my brain wasn't the same. What was the name of that place? Where you can see the bats in Fredericksburg. But either way, thank y'all for joining me. I want to stay on here for a while and give people a sense of how it is to stay out here. I mean, Texas is telling people, I'm not saying if it's true or not true. Don't quote me on this, but they've been warning people to get inside and find hotels and all this stuff. We are warm. My wife talking about she was in here making some hot chocolate. We got a rice cooker in here over there, so we can throw some rice on.
Deep fryer.
We got a deep fryer in here. Some friends of ours come by every other week or so and drop off snacks and stuff. We have waters. Like I said, I grilled up some chicken the other day. We're definitely fine out here. And like I said, my wife, at times she wants to get a camper, or maybe sometimes she wants a nice place. Eventually, when I get a little bit older, I probably want to settle down in a nice place. But right now, I can tell y'all this is one of the best decisions I made. I've traveled to the different state parks. Some of I slept on cots. I've visited some of the forts. I've slept in the forts, in the barracks. I've at times had to lay my head in my truck. I've slept on the pads, slept outside. I've done it all. Now, I don't do any Cheez-Its. I don't do any Cheez-Its. But I do, I'm trying to stay healthy, because once you get up here, I'm not saying I'm old, but once you get a certain age, what I did was I created a non-alcoholic drink with stuff like cloves and ginger and cinnamon. Y'all gonna have to taste it. I haven't launched it yet, but I'm gonna launch it hopefully in a couple of months. But it's like a vegan spirit, a vegan drink. I don't want to say spirit. People think, the boy talking about ghosts. No, but it's a vegan non-alcoholic beverage that that you'll be able to get all. It'll be healthy, too. So, but since we're talking about Cheez-It, what's your favorite flavor? What is this? Oh, y'all see them? They say we out here struggling. This is hot chocolate, y'all. Y'all see that? The smoke coming off the top. White cheddar. Now, if I eat some popcorn, I'm gonna have some white cheddar popcorn. Yeah. So we once again we're on the same frequency on that. I'm gonna have some of this hot chocolate. It look too hot now. I'm gonna burn my tongue and everything. Yeah. You know, last year when it was snowing and people were calling, y'all okay out there? And I had to go live on Facebook and show them all the fish that I was eating. I was eating fish, rice. I think we had cauliflower and broccoli or something.
We eat so much.
Yeah, we had so much out here, y'all. It's y'all could enjoy yourselves. Go camping.
If we're not cast iron cooking or
Oh yeah,
Dutch oven
we
cooking.
did Dutch oven cooking. I did last year for Thanksgiving. Well, I can't say last year because
The year before.
the year before.
Last year.
No, it was the year before. I'm talking about when I did the
yeah.
cornbread and all that. Time going by fast, y'all. But I did Dutch oven cooking, and I did a Thanksgiving dinner. And we had turkey. We had macaroni and cheese. All this done out here.
Rice.
Rice.
The best cornbread. Oh, my
She's still talking about that cornbread, y'all. 2 years later, she's still talking about that cornbread. They found studies. It's not Coy making this up. It's studies to find out when you ground yourself, it's lowering blood pressure, it's cholesterol, it's giving you peace. When I first got out here, I was worried about coyotes, snakes, and all that. Yeah, we've seen them. We've seen tarantulas. I've woken up with tarantulas on the top of our tent. The only thing between them and us is the net. But no, I'm a musician. I may look at some basketball. I may look at a glimpse of baseball or football. But generally, if it don't have any instruments on the field, and I mean instruments, I'm talking about not a marching band, but keyboards, organ, bass guitar, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, auxiliary keys. If it don't have that type of stuff and some good singing, yeah, I ain't trying to go to no sports stuff, but I go to concerts. Matter of fact, Lorenzo, are you Texas or where are you from and what's your favorite team? I'm a fair weather. Since I'm living in Dallas, it's everything Dallas. Dallas Mavs, Dallas Cowboys, the Stars. I don't know what else Dallas teams they have. But oh, you in California? Okay. When I was in the Marines, have you ever heard of 29 Palms? I did 3 weeks out there because I was a reservist. And you do 2 weeks in the summer, but the Stars, okay, good stuff. Yeah, the Stars is the hockey team. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, the Stars. But yeah, I was at 29 Palms. I liked it out there. People didn't like it because it's desert. But I guess it makes sense that I'm out here camping because when I parked my LVS, yeah, it's one of the largest training bases in the United States. It's a Marine Corps base. But I drove the LVSs, which is the dragon wagons, the funny looking semis. You had to park them in this pit. Pretty weird. Look, so back up in the sand pit. And I would go out there because once I get out there, I had to walk back. Because it had, I guess, it's diesel engines. It don't burn, so I don't know why they make us park so far. But literally, I would park, clean my truck, get on top of the truck, and sit there and stare at the sky. And walk back before it got too dark. But I love the vastness and the emptiness of the place. But yeah, 29 Palms is pretty good. Which part of California are you from? Because once I start talking, I'll just be rambling. My wife Beetlejuice cup, y'all. I ain't no Beetlejuice fan. But Yeah, I want y'all to join me tomorrow because tomorrow is when the weather's supposed to get bad, and I want y'all to show y'all some things on how to weatherize your tent,
Burning my legs.
how to survive. I guess the word shouldn't be survive because it ain't that bad, but how to spend time camping even when the weather's not good. You can still have a good time. Moreno. I've never heard of Moreno. I've been to. I have family in Watts. I have family in Springfield, close to the Air Force Base. I've never heard of Moreno. Okay. We're in a city outside of Dallas. I say Dallas, but we're at Cedar Hill, at the Cedar Hill State Park. We've stayed in Dallas, but camping is the best, y'all. I guess. Like I said, I don't have all the camping gear. Y'all can see my clothes. I got a backpack that's camo. Other than that, this is us. Oh, Moreno Valley. Sounds interesting. I'm gonna subscribe to you. If you have a channel, subscribe to the channel so sometime maybe if you go live, I can see what Moreno looks like. If it's not too bad, I'm gonna give y'all, if you come back on, or maybe you can look at the replay. If y'all only subscribe, y'all see the replay. I'm gonna give y'all a tour of the park if it's not sleet and snow. Right now, it's supposed to be coming down, 100% chance of rain. And as y'all can see, I'm in here chilling, so I don't know what they were talking about. I can't say it's fear tactic because I don't want nobody knocking on tents. Some helicopters come down and all these guys jump out on ropes. But I don't know what they're talking about. I can, well, this is my work phone, but I could show you all the weather alerts that we've been getting. You know, let me see if I can pull up this weather. And I'm telling people, hey, well, I don't know what y'all talking about, but we've went through this so many times. You know, I'm so used to them just using a scare tactic to get everybody scared all the time. But you see that? Severe weather, extreme cold warning, these conditions. Well, okay, I'll take that back. I'll see tomorrow at 6 p.m. Expected by 6 p.m. Saturday. Today is Friday, so let me give it to them. Hey, I guess we'll see y'all. But as you see now, it's supposed to be raining. Y'all see all that? Y'all hear that outside? It's called nothing. But and I do understand that it's not saying everywhere, so it's not the Lakers. So you are, well, I know it's more people in there than Bronny and LeBron. I don't even see this show you how much I don't know. I don't even know if Bronny's still there. I can tell you back in the days, and I'm one of them old guys to tell old stories. Well, not really old, but tell old stories. But when James Worthy and all them was on there, that's when I liked the Lakers. When Magic Johnson, when not Byron Cage. Byron Cage is a gospel singer. Something about Byron. When they used to do Cooper and all of them, when they used to do the fast, you know, that stuff. But I was a 76ers fan because of Doc. But I think of all times, for me, my favorite player of all times, and what shall be that way, would be Dominique Wilkins when he played for Atlanta Hawks. After that, I'll tell you how long I've been going. After Joe Montana left the 49ers, and then when Dominique Wilkins was not on the Atlanta Hawks no more, that was it for me for sports. Now that shows you how long it was. Who was that? Mark Gastineau. I think he was with the Jets. He was still playing. Or Greg Gastineau. Somebody. But I used to do security, so I got a chance to meet Marcus. No, that he was for the LA Raiders. I got to meet whatever the Dallas Cowboy player was from years ago. Man, I thought he was tall on TV, and I ain't that tall. And I was taller than him. That was Tony Dorsett. When I saw Tony Dorsett, I was like, this can't be real. He seemed larger than life on TV. But he was only, I would say, about 5'6", if that. It was really amazing. Because like I said, I'm like 5'9", 5'10". I was taller than Tony Dorsett. And so unless I had borrowed Prince boots and was 3 inch taller, I was taller than Tony Dorsett. And so, all right, y'all. So I'm gonna check in with y'all tomorrow. This is not cool. I had all this all ready for this extreme weather. It didn't happen. So if y'all up and it does get extreme and the wind start blowing the tent all over the place, which it has done, it broke several tents of ours in the past. If it does, I'll come back on and give y'all an update. But I apologize, y'all. They had me thinking this was going to be a extreme storm. But as y'all see, I'm drinking hot chocolate.
Extreme cold warning near your location.
I've been hearing that extreme warning thing for the last
They just sent out a new one.
2 days.
This is the 6 o'clock tomorrow one.
All right, Lorenzo, I'll talk to you, man. Hey, blessings for coming on. I really appreciate the conversation. Let's stay in contact. Like I said, I'm gonna subscribe to you. If you ever go live, I can see Moreno Valley herself. So peace and blessings to everybody. Thank y'all for sticking it out.